Okay, I want to talk about geofencing. So the way a geofence works, let's just say we're going to put a geofence around the western Kierland in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a nice resort here in Scottsdale, Arizona, so we just put a fence around here. The way a fence works almost in two ways. So I can run ads to just people at the western Kierland, or I can set it up where if people come into the western Kierland, it can track as a conversion. So where this might be beneficial, let's say I'm Morton's Steakhouse. Obviously, if I'm Morton's Steakhouse, it's a nice steak restaurant. I want to run ads to everybody that's staying in or visiting from out of town at the Western Kierland. So all the people that are here, I'm running ads to, and I want them to come into my store. And when they come into my steakhouse, then they are tracked as a conversion. Obviously, if they come in, most likely they are going to purchase and so forth. So that's how that would work. So if I'm Morton's or the Cheesecake Factory or the Greenhouse Postino's, then I can run ads to everybody here. Or vice versa, if I'm Morton's Steakhouse and I want to target people who are also going to other higher end restaurants, let's see, like the Mastro's Ocean Club, right? I want to target them and get them to come in here, which would track a conversion. Postino's is another one. It's a wine bar. So after having some wine drinks, I want to target them to come in here to track a conversion. So the way that works is I'm running ads to very specific locations that are geofenced just around Mastro's or Postino's or the Western Kierland. Obviously, you could run them around, Eddie V's, which is another higher end restaurant, and you want to get conversions tracking there. That's why geofence targeting is very effective and can work really well. So the way it traditionally works on like Facebook or Google, you would drop a pin, and I dropped a pin within a mile radius here. So that's fine, but the problem is, right, within a mile radius, you're targeting everybody in this area, not just people that are at that specific location. So a little trick you can do to get really specific, which most people don't know how to do this with Facebook or Google, is what you do is you target exclude locations, right? And I can drop a pin here, right? Let's say I want to drop a pin here. And now I want to reduce that to a mile, right? And then I can come down and I can get really specific, right? If I'm in here, and let's say I just want to target where that pin is, right? So let's pull this pin away a little bit more, right? So let's get that, drop the pin like right here, and take it down to 1 mile. So it's not as exact as geofencing, but what I can do is, drop some more pins around here, take that down to 1 mile, right? And so I'm now getting a little closer, getting some of these locations out of there. So 1 mile. But you notice is it still is really challenging to get very exact with just the building you want targeted, right? So if I put a pin in here, right, it's just going to cover up too much space because I have to go down to that. So you have to really take your time, wherever that one was. You have to really take your time dropping pins around in the mile radius to exclude those. And you can get pretty accurate over time, but it does take a while. But you notice now I'm getting a smaller radius, and if I just keep dropping more pins, adjusting or excluding that from an area, you can start pinpointing a lot closer to those locations. So that's how geotargeting works. You can target specific locations within a radius, which is fine, and you can exclude things to make it even more narrow, to really get it down to, if you really get patient with it, you get it down to almost a building level. Granted, you're not getting the geofence conversion tracking, where obviously when somebody comes into your building with their phone, it tracks as a conversion. And that's where geofencing is a little more powerful than just geotargeting. I hope this explains geofencing versus geotargeting, the benefits and so forth. If you guys want help running ads, more effective ads, and getting more customers in your doors, feel free to reach out. Thank you.